rap music. Number one person in rap music. He's the number one person in rap music.
Well, Kendrick just put his album out.
Kendrick is the number one person in rap music.
In rap?
He's doing the Super Bowl
right now.
He has the number one.
Drake is doing the World Cup.
No. That's not the same.
It's not the same, right? You know how many people watch the World Cup? How many people watch the World Cup? I think they tally like 1.6 billion last time.
Yeah, that budget different.
Super Bowl was 123 million versus 1.6 billion viewers. It's just different. Is all I'm saying. It's just what are we talking? That's what I'm saying. What perception? What lens are we looking at this through? If I'm hosting, I'll say this in my country.
But the World Cup thing, it's playing with semantics, right? Because they this is the first time that they're having a performer. I don't think it's during the actual final game. It's like part of the world. It's like Fat Joe performing at the.
It's
the
nothing
World
like
Series.
Fat Joe.
No, I'm just saying
it's nothing like that.
As far
Let me promise you something. It's nothing like
but
that.
I'm just saying
like that.
The Super Bowl is standard. If that's the standard,
Drake has turned down the Super Bowl.
Thank you. Tell him.
There's only two ways to look at this, bro. Either Drake is trying to distract y'all and distract everybody, or this is divine timing. There's just no... You actually cannot make this stuff up, bro. You literally cannot make this stuff up, bro. Y'all take a look at this, man.
Heads up!
Whoa!
Wow!
Elmo!
Nice catch, Mr. Chris! But you don't play football with your hands.
Oh, that's what I was doing wrong.
Right.
Elmo, I need to ask your help with something.
Elmo's always happy to help.
Well, this year, for the first time, there's a halftime show at the World Cup final.
What?
Yeah.
No, a halftime show?
Yeah, halftime show.
A halftime show?
A halftime show.
Wow. What's a halftime show?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's where people get together and there's singing and there's dancing and there's music, and it's a chance to show how amazing all different kinds of humans are.
Oh, and monsters too, right?
Yeah, monsters, aliens, it's one big family, really. And we get to raise some money for children's education.
Well, how can Elmo help? Oh, Elmo knows Mr. Chris wants some singing lessons, right?
Well, I definitely need some singing lessons from you, and I'd love that. But what I'd really like to ask is if you could help try and find some giant stars to be part of the show.
Now, before we continue, it was, of my knowledge, right, according to Rory and Mal, academics, and a whole bunch of other propaganda pages, right, that Drake was the number one candidate for this halftime show. That's what I had been told all 2025, that Drake was going to be able to outdo what Kendrick did at the Super Bowl because he was slotted in for the World Cup. And actually that was the plan all along. So I'm sure Drake's name is going to come up right here, right?
But Madonna! Yeah, Elmo loves Madonna!
That's
okay, so that's not Drake.
a fantastic idea.
Thank you.
What about BTS? Butter, me favorite song. And cookie ingredient.
That's a brilliant idea. The only thing is, how do we get hold of BTS? Wait, who's on the phone, Elmo?
BTS. Elmo has him on speed dial.
Hey, Elmo. Hey, Chris. Hey, Cookie.
V, RM, Sugar, J-Hope, Jimin, Jungkook, and Jin. Elmo and I were wondering if you guys might want to join us on July 19th.
We'll be there, Chris, for sure.
Thank you so much. Okay.
So that's not Drake either. Shirley's about to come up right now.
Okay. We just need one more big star.
One more, yeah, Drake. Gotta be Drake, right? Because that's what everybody said.
Did someone say big star? I'd be happy to help.
Gee, who are you thinking of, Piggy?
Obviously. This whole show's gonna be about me.
Good grief.
But this show is more about we than me. I mean, it's about togetherness, really.
Well, I love togetherness, yeah. As long as I don't have to share a dressing room.
Oh, Chris.
Yes,
will the show have any surprises?
Absolutely.
Surprise!
Animal what? Shakira.
I mean, we can dream Shakira.
Shakira? I mean, I'm sure she's just way too busy.
Shakira's in and she's bringing cookies.
Wow.
Cookies! Shakira! Cookies! Shakira!
Wait. There's 30 seconds left in this video. There's gotta be a mistake here. Hold on.
You believe it? They're doing a halftime show during the World Cup final.
That doesn't sound half bad.
Well, it doesn't sound half good either.
Hey, Statler and Waldorf, you guys are invited too. Everyone's invited, right?
Yeah. Sure, why
Okay,
not?
so let's go. All right, Animal, take it away.
Ah! Madonna! Shakira! BTS!
Oh. So it's not Drake. Okay. Because I could have swore that there was an insane amount of propaganda that was going to try to convince all of us that there was backside information that nobody else but Drake and company knew, that Drake would be performing at the World Cup this year. As a matter of fact, I remember the president of the show or whatever, whoever the dude was, going on the news and saying they would be interested in having Drake on. And I remember seeing a whole bunch of Drake fans and a whole bunch of Drake content creators and a whole bunch of all these different guys, specifically, you know, the academics of the world, the Aiden Rosses, the Rory and Miles. I swear that they was running with this narrative that Drake would be performing at the World Cup. Well, that was a lie. That was false. And they were wrong. Now, what I'm curious about, now that we know this, right? Now that we know that, once again, this is another example of them pushing this propaganda and making it seem like something's going to happen or this and that, and then it's bullshit. It's cap. So why should y'all really believe, why should anybody believe anything else that comes from these guys, right? Why was that announced today? Is that just a coincidence? Right? Was that just a coincidence that this happened to be announced today? Did Drake leak some music intentionally to distract people from the fact that he will not be performing at the World Cup like they said he would be? Because let's make it clear, whatever came out last night, whatever, these are leaks, right? These are leaks. These aren't real, boom, boom. And just to speak on it quickly, right? I'm not even going to play it. But if you just go on Twitter, you see what people are saying about it, and it's not looking good, right? And they're saying all the things that I had pretty much figured, right? But this is my thing. Is that an attempt at Drake taking away the attention from the fact that the propaganda failed, that maybe the campaign to perform at the World Cup failed, and now they're directing the attention somewhere else? Or was it divine timing? And it just so happens that when Drake does that, it also gets announced. I'm more along the lines that maybe this was a distraction in order for people to look away from the fact and talk about something else other than the fact that Drake will not be performing at the World Cup. And the reason why it would be a good idea to distract people from this is you got to understand this about Drake. Drake's entire aesthetic, Drake's entire like play, Drake's entire focus, Drake's entire really mystique is the numbers, the achievements, the accolades, all these different things, the records, all these different things. So Drake's not really in position to musically outperform or outdo Kendrick Lamar. So what he has to do is shape the narrative that what's actually more important is the accolades, the songs, etc. Now, what do you do when that person who is supposed to be underneath you, accolade, accomplishment-wise, or whatever, supposedly, which isn't even true, is supposed to be underneath you, yet they go crazy with their album sales, and then they go do the Super Bowl, and then they go on a stadium world tour. How are you supposed to top that? You can't do it with music alone, because that's not why people watch you. That's not why people listen to Drake. People don't listen to Drake because they just love, I think for the majority, when you see the way people talk about Drake, a lot of it has to do with people thinking he's the most popular, and therefore they listen to the most popular guy. It's like high school. Everybody wants to be involved with whatever the most popular person or whatever is doing or whatever, right? And I feel like that's really the summary of Drake's fan base, are people who are listening to him because they perceive him as the biggest. They perceive him as the way into the club. Like, if you hear all these guys talk about it, they tell you. They perceive him as the way into the club. They perceive him as the way to get women. They perceive him as all these different things in order to make things happen, right? So if that's the case, what happens when it's a definite and it's very clear that Drake is not clearly performing at the highest level, accolade, accomplishment, and number-wise? What happens? The last remainder of whatever is hanging around Drake's fan base is gone. So therefore, they have to do whatever they can to still make it seem like Drake is the biggest. The problem is, how are you supposed to do that without having a Super Bowl performance? How are you supposed to do that without doing a stadium tour? How are you supposed to do that now? What is your next move? Like, dropping the album and getting 500,000 sales, 600,000, that's not going to be enough. There's going to be your fans arguing in the case for you for that couple weeks. But what about the month after that, and 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 the month after that? There has to be something tangible that's going to be able to stand the test of the argument for you. That's what the World Cup was supposed to be. The World Cup was going to put Drake in a position where now I've reset the bar. You did this, I'm setting the bar here, now you got to top that. The problem is there's no World Cup. So you don't really got that many options. Now it's like, what do you do? Super Bowl? That's not going to happen. That's fried. What you going to do? The only thing you really can do is go get another number one hit. I mean, people can argue that you got the most number ones of all time past Michael Jackson. But Drake is in a position where he's fried. He's fried. And I think that's why they want to distract from the World Cup. Because that was supposed to be the thing that everybody was anticipating. The thing where they're able to cheer Drake on and surpassing Kendrick and all this different stuff. But if you don't got the World Cup, what else can you do? The numbers alone are not going to get it done. It's not going to push the argument. And this is why I keep saying Drake's best bet was to just shed and just say, fuck all this stuff that I thought was important. It's not important. The accolades, the accomplishments, the numbers, it's not that important. Making great music is important, right? Or making music that actually speaks to something is important. But Drake doesn't understand that, and Drake doesn't get it. Drake really doesn't understand the message within the message that Kendrick Lamar was trying to give him. Kendrick Lamar did the shedding for him. Kendrick Lamar shedded for him. And it's like, now, instead of taking that opportunity, the pride and the ego is too strong, so he's not going to do it. So where is there to go now? I'm telling y'all, man, I have a feeling that it's going to get worse for Drake before it gets better, because he will not shed. And I think it's just poetic justice, if, no pun intended, if the fact that let's say this wasn't an intended distraction. It's kind of just divine timing and poetic justice that announcement comes out around this time, bro. And that's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Like, if that's the case, that's tough. I think it's more likely that this was a distraction, but in reality, it's not looking good, bro. Drake needed that World Cup. If you gonna make this whole thing about Kendrick and this whole thing about TD, boom, boom. If that's what you gonna do, but you not even musically inclined to even evoke a response. What is Drake to do? Drake's only chance of getting back in position is having another battle. But even then, like, it's like no matter where Drake goes, it's just not looking good, man. It's not looking good, man. It's just not. I think best case scenario would love to see, Drake realize all this stuff and just go in the other direction that I'm pretty sure is calling for him. Because there's another reality where Drake drops all this shit and Drake realizes what hip hop did for him. And he realizes what he can really contribute to hip hop from a genuine space. And he realizes, like, there's another reality where that exists, but it's probably never going to be realized. And I think in that sense, it's going to continue to get worse for Drake. So, yeah, no World Cup. More failed propaganda, more lies and more bullshit. And I expect more lies and more bullshit to come up very soon. Okay, but anyway, like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new here, especially if you've been here, man. Thank y'all so much for all the love since my name changed. And, man, it's been amazing times, especially with y'all, man. I love y'all, and y'all have no idea, man. Tap into the Patreon. Just dropped another Jay-Z reaction. So definitely go check that out. Rock La Familia was fucking amazing. So yeah, go tap in with the Patreon. It's only $5. You feel what I'm saying? I'll put it in the description for you. And yeah, if you want to donate to me, you want to donate to the channel, I'll also put the Cash App down below. So tap in. And I appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. Y'all have an amazing day, all right?